Ladies and gentlemen, in this video today, we are talking about rejection, the psychology of it, why you should become a person who is comfortable with being rejected and is okay to be rejected from time to time, and how to actually conquer your ego to be in the place where you will be rejected and you will be okay. Now, I have a very long history of rejection. I used to approach girls all the time, for example, years ago, right? A couple of years ago, and that was such a big lesson for me. I just remember all these uncomfortable situations when you approach and say, hey, yada yada, and then you get rejected. At first it was like a warhammer just dropped on me, but then I was like, wait a minute, if I don't approach the girl, how am I even gonna get the result? And it doesn't really matter if the result is positive or negative. Like if you're not gonna take action, how else are you even gonna get the result, right? That's the point of this video. So there is obviously the comfortable situation where you're just sitting there afraid to take action, and then there's the situation or the position where you are actually going out there and getting results. Again, doesn't matter if it's a negative or a positive result. So I started doing that, and one after another, I just became very comfortable with who I am, became very comfortable with how I speak, with how I look, what kind of perceptions I might give to people. And slowly, like one by one, you start to build your character, you start to build your image, and you start to also build your confidence to approach people. It doesn't have to be girls, it could be, come up and say whatever the fuck you want to say. Come up and express your emotions, come up and say, hey, I actually want this, not that. And that actually gives you like the self-esteem and grit, or not even grit, but some type of power that you possess within yourself to take leadership, to take responsibility and initiatives. What I can say from my experience is that getting rejected made me a very confident person when it comes to social interactions. Look, I'm not saying I'm the most comfortable person that you've ever seen, but still, if you compare me, 5-7 years ago and me right now, totally different people. But still, I think why we hate rejection so much is we like unconditional love. We were trained to be like that from our childhood. Maybe it's even hardwired in our brain. And whenever you go and say something and the person says no, probably, what happens in our brains is that means we're not worthy of love. That means we're not worthy of attention. But that's actually not the case, and we all know it. But what happens is, even if we know it, our subconscious or unconscious or non-conscious, it's gonna say, look, I see and smell danger. I think that our self-confidence or self-esteem is gonna shatter if you take that action. So it's better if you just stay put here and don't do anything. And that might be the reason why a lot of us are afraid to take action. A lot of us are afraid to go and ask out the person that we fancy, or go and ask something that you want to get from other people. Just ask for something that you want to have in your life. Also, there are a couple of things that made it easy for me to deal with rejection and be okay with it. The very first thing would be just don't take it very serious. Like, I do understand if I come up to somebody and say, hey, I think you're cute or whatever, and she might say, look, I have a boyfriend, or look, I'm okay. So in that case, what I'm gonna do is, instead of thinking, man, am I this unattractive? Am I this, do I look dumb? Am I broke? Am I this? Am I that? Instead of that, you might just say, okay, at least I tried. Like, if I didn't try, I wouldn't even know in the first place what would happen. But on the other hand, if you come up to the person and express your emotions or feelings, or whatever you wanna say, that might change your life. Basically, some small decisions might stack up and change your life. I don't know if it's positive or negative, but it just means that some actions like that, social interactions, or maybe just talking to other people, I'm just saying that this type of things might change your life, change your day, change anything. So instead of putting our ego first, why don't we put curiosity? So what I'm saying is, when you put yourself out there, out of your comfort zone, you open yourself up to so many possibilities. You open yourself up to maybe new friends, new experiences. I've had so many moments when I would just maybe travel alone, or just go out alone and find a lot of people, like-minded people, just like me, and we would just have the best time in our lives. Would, have the best trips. Once I actually had like a situation in my college where I saw a girl and I was like, hey, are you in my class? I've never seen you, and whatever. And then we ended up traveling somewhere together, and we stayed friends, and it was very amazing. This type of small things can really change your life. And instead of being in the position of fear, why don't you actually go from here and go there to the position of curiosity or bravery? Because this thing might literally change the perspective, change the way you approach communications and social interactions, and at the end it just makes you a very confident and comfortable person, and you will really feel okay with being in your skin, especially when it comes to making new friends or meeting new people. The sun is shining beautifully. Let me just show you what's the situation in here. So we got the beach, we got water, we got the scenery, the mountains, everything. It was a quick little video from me. I'm not really gonna do crazy editing and stuff because I'm away and I'm out of my office, but still, I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you did enjoy and find something interesting to you, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.